Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Today, as part of the variant patch that came out, they did some balance changes, including a couple of talent reworks, and one of those was our favorite monk from Diablo 3, Kharazim. So, looking at his basic kit here, nothing really changed. Heals heroes and gives them 10% movement speed for 3 seconds. I don't think that was there before. That's pretty interesting. I believe that's still the same, I think. 7-side strike, yep. Divine Palm, yep. But the talents, there's one notable change I believe there is. Of course, as I don't know if I ever brought this up with you guys before, but they did add this quest to Insight with the mana, where you can be able to have mana and 100 stacks every third basic attack, reduce the cooldown of the basic ability, so you can use, if you're wanting to go for a healer build, you can use Breath of Heaven more often without having to worry about mana. But I always thought that didn't necessarily have as much healing as this. But then again, I've seen guys who took this and they still had over 100,000 healing. So, but I think what they did is they added they buffed this Iron Fist. From what I understand, from what I could tell, they wanted to make him a more enticing choice as a DPS, and they kind of buffed Iron Fist for that. Every third deals 125% bonus damage and gives 30% increased movement speed for 2 seconds. So, now here's where things get weird and kind of interesting. 4 is completely different now. Now, you know how there was that Spirit Ally type of skill in Diablo 3? That's now the case here. You could have a different, like, Spirit Ally, depending on what rune you chose in Diablo. It's kind of the same thing here. You can either choose Spirit Ally, which heals allies in a large area around it for 2% of their maximum health every second, has 150 health in the last 10 seconds. Kharazim can Radiant Dash to the Spirit Allies. Earth Ally. Places an Earth Ally that reduces heroic basic attack damage nearby allied heroes received by 50%. Has 400 health in the last 10 seconds. And Air Ally. Place an Air Ally that grants vision and reveals a large area around it. Has 75 health in the last 40 seconds and stores up to 2 charges. This has the most health. Reduces heroic basic attack damage. I mean, I guess that would be good if you're facing against a team that has a lot of basic attack, auto attack heavy emphasis. This, though, seems to me like it would be the more better choice. This would be if you want vision and you're facing stealthies, maybe. 7. Radiant Dash more often. Heavenly Zeal increases the movement speed bonus from 10 to 25%. Blazing Fist. Every third basic attack reduces the cooldown of Deadly Reach by 0.75 seconds. I'm going to skip 10. 13. Radiant Dash gives movement speed. Fists of Fury increase the duration by 100%. Yep. Spell Shield and 6 cents. 16. Now this I know about because they actually talked about this at BlizzCon. Way of the 100 Fists. Radiant Dashing to an enemy launches a rapid volley of 6 basic attacks, dealing 50% damage each. So when you think about that, and especially if you all have Iron Fist, that's a lot of damage. I think that's what I'm probably going to experiment with here. So, Radiant Dash makes ally unstoppable there, yep. For 1 second, so that'd be helpful if you need to help them against certain abilities. And then you have to choose between either Dash of Light or Echo of Heaven for either of the 2 healing talents. It used to be you could choose that at one and that at another level. And they've made it where you have to choose between one or the other. What they've basically done here is made it more enticing to choose him as a DPS choice for your comp. So, let's take a look at Kharazim, and I'm going to try this DPS build. I have Kharazim at level 8. I don't usually play him. I know some people love to play him in competitive, but I've never really felt completely comfortable doing him in competitive, though perhaps if this does as much damage as I think it could do, he might be a good choice as a hybrid DPS build where you emphasize DPS, but you still have a couple things to do healing, you know? Like, of course, you still have Breath of Heaven, and maybe you go with the other ally.
The battle begins shortly.
So usually people go with that. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go Iron Fist.
Fear not. I will finish this quickly. My path becomes clear. The battle draws near.
Battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Kill!
Yeah, if I recall, I don't think there was a movement speed bonus for Breath of Heaven before.
I go.
They definitely wanted to help make Kharazim more enticing a choice. Where are they? So it's Kharazim, Tychus, Tyrael, Nazeebo, Zagara versus Kharazim, Zarya, Nazeebo, Jaina, and Vala. Nice!
An excellent kill.
Hello!
Bring me a challenge.
Enemy slain.
My mind is clear. Woo! Man, that extra damage there. Oh, man.
Your best.
Against a squishy like Vala, she was dead. She, like, in a matter of seconds, she had no chance. Well, hello there, Jaina. And you can't escape. Thank you, Nazeebo. Let's see. I'm curious about this spirit ally.
My mind.
Let's see what he does. He's just standing there. So I guess he'll go around healing allies in that little area. Interesting. So I saved that for team fights. Like, in a safe area where my teammates are gonna be while we fight.
Gods are in all
I see.
things.
And get Zarya!
That is enough. You will be rewarded as promised. Descend, my daughters. Descend and destroy.
This time.
I couldn't really tell if he was actually doing anything. That was odd. He just sits there. And I can't tell if he's actually healing my teammates or not.
I go.
Oh, Vala. AI Vala. Got him.
Yes, kill them.
Okay, so I can see the healing numbers. So he actually is healing. That's good to know. I have no mana.
Draws near. I
Somewhere there is a Kharazim player going, see, that's why we take insight.
The web weavers fall.
I go.
I understand. I'm just experimenting with this DPS build since, you know, they took the time to actually talk about it as at BlizzCon, so needless to say, it caught my interest.
Shatter their constructs. Deliver the gems to my altar. Enemies.
Or in all. Where is
Enemies fort has fallen.
well done, friends. Keep up the fight.
Well done, friends. Thank you, Tyrael.
I go. I welcome a new trial.
And another turn in.
Well done. The,
The
spiders
Patriarchs will
shall
be
aid
pleased.
you.
The gods are in all peoples.
Slaughter their foes.
There we go.
This fight
The gates must be destroyed.
is clear.
Seven-sided strike. Woo. Oh! Ah! I better run. Run, team, run!
Destroy their constructs. Reclaim the gems
Increase the
of my
duration.
heart. Show no mercy.
Falling back.
Let's see how he does against the camp.
This mercenary camp falls next.
Well, all right, Zakara.
Well done, friends. Keep up the fight. For the glory of Ivgarod.
Not doing that much damage, really.
Looks like you could use some muscle. The Patriarchs will be pleased. You shall be defeated.
And seven-side strike. Oh!
Killing spree ended.
I guess it wasn't a good idea to engage them all by myself. I don't know if it's really doing that much damage. I thought the point of this, you know, this rework was to make him more enticing as a damage dealer. I'm not seeing it yet. Maybe I gotta get to 16 and get Way of the 100 Fists in order to really get it. Otherwise, I don't know.
The gods are in all things.
They just mega killed the opponent team. No, 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 go get that camp.
Mercenary camp.
Though. So I guess it's hard for me to tell in a match against AI. I'd have to experiment with this in quick match.
Go. Leave with your lives.
MVP.
Because they even demonstrated it. You know, the Way of the 100 Fists thing. You know, that you have Iron Fist, which gives you damage and movement speed, so you keep dashing, getting those third basic attacks to give you movement speed, and it keeps doing that volley of fists. I mean, I guess the potential is there. I mean, I wasn't really seeing it. Well, I'll tell you what, though. I mean, this does, I mean, he's as close to a multi-class like Varian is as there is in this game. Whether you want to go healing or damage. I mean, you can essentially do that. It's essentially the same thing as Varian. You just won't change your base stats like Varian does. I don't know. I guess maybe with Epiphany? I don't know. This is going to be interesting to see how this is utilized by other players. Because I'm sure I'll be seeing this done by other players in competitive play, seeing how they decide to utilize this talent choice. It's a very odd, you know, rework. I get what they're going for, but it's one of those where you gotta see it, like, done effectively in order to get what they're going for. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what to make of this. How effective this actually is. Maybe if you choose, you know, do a different rework, like maybe using this, but, I mean, I don't know. it's going to be an interesting feeling out process for this new Kharazim. Feel free to give me your thoughts on this new Kharazim. If I'm missing something here, you know, or if you have found success with maybe a better build when it comes to damage or something with this new rework. So, you know, I can't really, I don't really know. I kind of liked how he was better with the full healing build. Not really sure how to gauge this Kharazim though. Well, we'll be taking a look at somebody else. Probably by the time Ragnaros comes out, is probably by the time they're gonna have another rework. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Stay tuned.